is impossible not to bring up the Thalys incident. If you closed your eyes at this moment, which scene would you resurface first in your memory?
Honestly, just the initial feeling of seeing the terrorist was probably the strongest feeling I had the whole time. And then just the elation of knowing that we survived.
President Trump honored you for that act back in March. How did that moment impact you personally, and what does it represent for you?
When he called me on stage in March, it's always, I think, the highest honor for an American to be honored by our president. It's such a America's such a big country. Not a lot of people get to meet the president, so it's always a huge honor.
What motivated you to become actively involved in politics?
And realize all my friends from high school or college had left the area due to economic reasons. They couldn't find a good job. And so it made me realize something was wrong because my area is extremely rich with natural resources.
Donald Trump has sent a clear message about law and order. Do you believe that agenda is the answer to the crime wave seen in many states?
It's a balancing act, obviously. You don't want to lock up everybody for small crimes, but the United States in particular went way too far with decriminalizing everything, and it just encouraged more crime, unfortunately.
Trump prioritized veterans and the armed forces. As a veteran yourself, did you feel that support differently from other administrations?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not so much even about support when it comes to money or equipment. It just means support knowing that the president has your back and isn't going to ask you to die in an unnecessary war. President Trump campaigned on ending the war in Israel and ending the war in Ukraine. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet, but at least we're not escalating other wars like I was concerned about with Joe Biden.
As a Greek American, how do you view political developments in Greece today?
On this trip, I learned that the average Greek makes 18,000 euros a year. And when the cost of living is increasing so much every year, that just doesn't seem very sustainable. I mean, there's a cost of living crisis, I think, all across Europe and even in the United States. But in most places, people make more than 18,000 euros a year. And I think that's a crisis, and I think the Greek government should make that its number one priority.
We are glad to welcome Kimberly Guilfoyle to Greece. Do you believe her arrival could enhance and strengthen the relationship between Greece and the United States? And if so, in what way?
I think it will, absolutely. Hopefully, for Greece's sake, in the form of defense. I think the United States is obviously a very strong ally for Greece in the region. I hope the United States realizes that Greece is a stronger ally for the United States than Turkey. I think it's in America's best interest to be allied with Greece. And regardless of Kimberly Guilfoyle or whoever the ambassador is, I think that's the policy and the stance of the Trump administration going forward. I know he's a strong advocate of peace through strength, and hopefully he follows through with that. But again, I would like him to be more pro-Greece than pro-Turkey.
Και εμείς θα το θέλαμε.
Λοιπόν, μπράβο,
να είναι πιο πολύ φιλέλληνας παρά φιλότουρκος. Και εμείς αυτό θέλουμε.
Μπράβο, μπράβο, πολύ ωραία.
Κοιτάξτε, με την εργομό της Kimberly Guilfoyle, γιατί είναι μια γυναίκα που ξέρει το χαρτοφυλάκιο, φαίνεται ότι θα έχουμε κάποιες ισορροπίες. Γιατί να θυμίσουμε ότι η Τουρκία έχει πρέσβη, εμείς όχι ακόμη επισήμως.